Welcome back, lovelies. This new plus size brand, Ritera, sent me a few pieces to try. They carry sizes 14 to 28. You're gonna love this mix of holiday ready looks and easy everyday styles, and everything is super affordable, like under $40 affordable. Because let's be real, the tariffs are coming and we must protect our wallets. Let's get into it. This red dress is giving me all the holiday feels. The square neckline is super flattering, and this cute little bow tie in the back adds the perfect little romantic detail. It's flirty, it's flowy, and it has pockets. This is the kind of dress you're gonna wear to a casual holiday party this season, a brunch, or even a holiday date night. That's like top of mind right now because I have started dating again. Oh my gosh. I haven't found all the events yet in Indianapolis, so going out on dates is kind of my excuse to get dressed up right now. I absolutely love red. I feel like it's every woman's color because it is the color most seen by the human eye, and you deserve to be seen. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the softness of this cardigan? I'm trying to be booked and busy in 2025, but I work from home. I do everything at home. So I need versatility, I need comfort. This is perfect for a quick coffee run, or if I wanna grab a book and cozy up on the couch to take a break really quick. That's what this cardigan is giving me. Most of my clothes are loungewear, but I love to lounge in style. There's no rule that says you can't. I would pair this cardigan with some leggings or some dark wash jeans. You could even throw it over your pajamas just to stay warm. And I hadn't originally thought about wearing it with this red dress. I think it's a great example of how you can get more out of your wardrobe without buying additional pieces. Add some tights, get you some black boots, some cute accessories, and that's another outfit that you made without having to buy additional pieces. One thing I'm never gonna do is turn down a black and white outfit. The polka dots give this dress such a playful vibe, but then you have this bow at the top, the structured sleeves. That's gonna make it feel really elegant. I would wear this for a day out with friends or even a work meeting if I go in the office, because I feel like it would bring a little personality to my workwear. It'd be something you wouldn't expect. I love a good loose dress like this because I feel like it's really versatile. You could pair it with heels, some pointed toe flats, some loafers. You could basically style this dress in a way that it would fit almost any occasion, and that makes it a great piece to have in your wardrobe. It's like preppy but comfortable, like not overly done preppy. I would definitely put like a collared white shirt underneath this, some tights. I am kind of digging the oversized look of this sweater vest. I didn't expect that at all, but if you don't like that, probably size down. But this is why I like trying new things, because this oversized look is not something I would normally go for, but I feel like having this look in my wardrobe is gonna add depth to it. Add some cute Mary Janes if you want to play up the preppy look, or you could even do some boots or tennis shoes if you want to play it down. I should have gone to prep school. No, I'm kidding. This dress is obviously giving New Year's Eve energy, and I feel like a bold print like this is gonna skyrocket your confidence. Putting on a dress like this is like saying I am here and I'm ready to shine. I would add some black gloves, some heels, some type of like furry cropped jacket or a furry long jacket. I feel like that'd be so pretty. Or if you want to go for a more edgy look, you could do some black boots and a cropped leather jacket. Either way, we're keeping her. I forgot to say this in the beginning, but aside from the plaid skirt, I'm wearing everything in a 4XL. I got the plaid skirt in a 5XL, and I could have sized down on everything except this dress. This was my first time giving Ritera a try, and I have to say they really nailed it with these pieces. Everything is affordable, it's flattering, and it's perfect for both the holidays and everyday life. Use code Ellie for a special discount on your first order. Let me know in the comments which piece you'd like to see me style first. Details to all these looks, including sizing and links, are in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more style and inspiration. And if you're looking for more content, join my Patreon. I do exclusive giveaways every single month, post exclusive content, there's a private community chat, free fashion advice. A lot of really good stuff goes on in my Patreon. Check the description below for more details. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, lovelies, bye.